Good morning, Zio here, and today we're talking about the difference between Blizzard's developers and Square Enix developers. They're worlds apart from each other when it comes to how they handle the community and their particular view of, say, their customers. So, grab yourself some coffee, sit back, relax, and let's get into it, shall we? First announcement, I have a Minecraft server. You should come join it, play, create, have fun. It is a survival server, so let's do this. Secondly, I'm going to be streaming every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So, what does that mean? You need to go to the Tap My Bio somewhere down below, click the link, and come find my Facebook page, because that is where I plan to stream, is over on the Facebooks. So, you should be able to go and do that. Go like, follow the page, all that good stuff, and come join me every Friday night at 8 p.m. as we stream something. And of course, the more of you that wind up showing up and stuff, the more we can start doing polls and figuring out what we want to play, and we can play more party games and stuff, and have a good fun time doing that. So, with all that out of the way, let's get into the video. Now, this is probably not surprising. I'm sure everyone heard of what's-her-face, that I can't remember her name, who went on a tirade about something. I can't even remember what the issue was. But it was a Blizzard dev saying things that were, I guess you can say, unsavory on Twitter, on their personal Twitter account. Or not their personal account, but their company account. Which, of course, is something that people really should go ahead and start getting in the mindset to doing, right? Because this is going to be a top part that we're going to touch on this topic, is if you are part of a business and you have a business account with that business for whatever your reason is, maybe you're one of the lead developers or something like that, and you use that account to, I don't know, pump information about, say, that game or that movie or whatever it is that you're doing, your project or whatnot, that's fine. But keep in mind, you may want a second account, one that is personal for you, for your use, so you can say what it is that you want to say when you want to say it. And, this way, when somebody goes, well, so-and-so said this, and they start their email campaigns or whatnot, you can say, look, I was not acting in any capacity as the business that, happens to have hired you or whatnot. This is my personal account. Here's my business account, completely separate entities, as a nice thing to cover your ass, right? Essentially, that's what you need to do. You've got, for instance, my Twitter account, which is married between the two, right? It would be technically Zio Gaming, as well as my personal account, as I don't really care about what I say reflecting bad on, say, the business side of things. They're one and the same. But if I had an employee, on the other hand, for instance, if I had somebody working for me, damn right they better have two separate accounts. Because I do not want them to do anything that is going to reflect poorly on my side of things, because they've, pumped their account and only used their business account or whatnot. But anyway, we'll get into all that. Blizzard dev calls Asmongold an a-hole, right? And that's nothing new. Apparently, after looking into all these things and trying to figure out, where, if Asmongold is as bad as I've been told and all this other stuff, it turns out Blizzard hates him. It really does feel like that Blizzard has a real bad hard-on for him. And they do not like him at all. So I'm not surprised that one of them would say such a thing. I mean, heck. Anyway, they'd probably hate me too if I had the followers that he had, because of the way I've been critical with Blizzard over the years. But yeah, essentially it all spawns from this, right? We've got this person here, XY Queen, which of course I had to look to see who these persons are as well, because both of them have blocked their Twitters and all this other stuff now, so you can't really see a whole lot. But they made this tweet that was like, I want to make something very clear, and we'll quote, of course, here. Esmond's kind of hatred and rudeness is not welcome in Final Fantasy 14. It's the responsible of every decent player to overwhelmingly report every single instance of it and make sure he's run off quickly. Do not give him or his fanboys room. And this, to bounce back to the video a few days ago, is what you call bad gatekeeping. There needs to be a term. It's gatekeeping, right? This is gatekeeping. This is very bad gatekeeping. This is what I would refer to as toxic gatekeeping, but let's be clear, it's still just gatekeeping in general, right? Just on the bad side of things. Meanwhile, I suddenly am gonna die. Oh gosh. So sorry. You've got Adam Holsky here, who retweets this particular tweet, which I'm curious to know how much traction this tweet, their tweets normally get, but I can't really tell. But yeah, retweets them, right? And says, that guy is an asshole, okay? From his private Twitter account, because he doesn't have a private / business account that is separate. He uses the same one for everything. Anyway, also, of course, this is Asmongold, apparently. His real name is Zach, I guess. But people keep, because that's the name that keeps popping up with him, so I'm assuming that's his real name. Comes in and says, people keep linking pics of the Blizzard employee talking shit about me. I don't care. I talk shit about them all the time. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. I don't need people harassing them to defend my honor, which is cool. That's the thing that I've taken away from watching his streams is he doesn't give two shits, right? He will speak his mind, he will speak what he's thinking about, and he doesn't give two shits what you think about it in response. So, even if I do disagree with him. So, if we go ahead and we take a look at Adam here, his thing has changed. Threats of violence are pretty lame. Maybe I'll reopen my account one day. Views expressed on my own. Want to follow me? Hit me up elsewhere. With pronouns. And it's this one right here that's really funny, because that is not what was originally up there. What originally was up there was essentially his list of things that he's done, right? Like the lead product manager data platform at Blizzard. That sort of thing was up there in his profile beforehand. No mention at all about this being a private account. This was a blue check marked account, purposely done this way for them to pump up their account by claiming, by saying what their job is, while also trying to use it as their personal account, which is why I went into that earlier rant in this video about how you need to keep separate accounts. And Blizzard, seriously, get your employees to have 2 separate accounts. It would help tremendously, because then people aren't going to look at him and go, wow, this is what Blizzard allows to happen. And of course, if this guy has does not get reprimanded in any way for what he's done, then yeah, that's exactly what Blizzard allows to happen. If it was his personal account or something, that'd be one thing, because then he'd have like 200 followers or 100 followers, because nobody will care about his personal account. It wouldn't get nowhere near amount of traction than it would be if he was on his Blizzard account, right? I need more coffee. So, then I had to go look to see who this person is, right? Because this is the other person who's the other prong in this entire thing. You can stop now. I get it. I assume they're getting, ratioed into the ground as well. And they're not too happy with the fact that they did that. What I was really looking for, though, on the other hand, is how much Final Fantasy does this person play, right? This person obviously is part of the Final Fantasy community. I was just curious to know if this is something that they like to stream, or something, something that they stream a lot of. They're very in depth in it, because when you get you get people, wow, what a stutter. Anyway, anyway, no, seriously, you get a lot of people when it comes to things pretending to be part of certain communities, right? You know, it happens with D&D and anything else where they pretend that they're part of a community and they're speaking out for some unknown group of people, or they're pretending to be speaking for another group of people into this thing as if there's this larger thing at play and all this other stuff. So I was curious, right? Because why not? So I went ahead and I took a look here to just take a look. You know, what kind of traction this person actually gets. About 5 likes, maybe a reply. Let's see, we've got a retweet there, retweets. 12 for an actual thing. You've got 42 there for an actual thing. They get a moderate amount, right? And sometimes not so much. Usually a lot of the big numbers come from retweeted stuff that isn't there, so it's showing the numbers to the actual, you know, thing that they've retweeted and things like that. And of course, you know, the bio, of course, is definitely different when you look back before they changed it to what it currently is. You know, they're apparently a 31 far leftist anti-fascist really shit poster Twitch affiliate, which of course really rose my eyebrow for a second, and rural but people friendly furry light, whatever furry light is. I guess it's somebody who likes to dabble in furryism. Anyway, their background thingy, of course, is WoW related. That's definitely looks like Volparian right there. So it kind of looks like a WoW player for the most part. If you ask me what game this person actually plays the most of, it's World of Warcraft. So I went ahead and I took a look to see, you know, took a look at their home stuff to see what they've got over on the Twitch side of things. And it's not much. Their recent streamed categories are apparently Paper Mario and the Mass Effect here in the last few broadcasts. The recent broadcast is purely all Mass Effect. I'm not exactly sure how Twitch has currently been doing a lot of this stuff, but yeah, so they've got a small following, kind of like I do. No real huge following here, except for my following, of course, is over in other places. You know, they don't really have a set schedule or anything. They just stream whenever, whatever. So that was just me searching for the name and looking at stuff. But apparently this is a Twitch tracker, which I didn't know was a thing, honestly, until recently, to show what a stream time distribution is for a lot of things. And, you know, to actually check this, let us look at myself so we can see, maybe, because I did not think to even look at that. So what if a Zio Gaming TGT, right? Is that what I am? That's what I am. Dude, who the fudge is that? Zed Gaming? Okay, anyway, don't care. Is that the right thing? That doesn't look like the right thing. Found these are two different. Anyway, I don't do a lot of streaming. We know that, right? So let's just take a look at the games, if this thing actually has anything. Yep, we're gonna not go with this thing. This is not as in depth as I thought it might be. Yeah. Of course, then again, this isn't even updated with the right criteria. So forgive me for everything that I was about to say, because I know I've done some streaming that is not this. Yeah. That's all right. That's the thing. Let's go ahead and let's take a look here. Yeah, it's the same thing. Anyway, so we went and we did that. Maybe this one's more accurate because they stream a lot more than I do. As we know, I don't stream that much. So let me see if I can maybe just bring up Twitch in general real quick and see what I've got going on. Because you've got some Final Fantasy 14 right here, right? And it's not appearing in my thing. And of course, you know, you got some awesome streamers down here at the bottom. You should totally check out, like D-Pad Chad, Nathan Sifu, Nerd Talk Dan, Stormy, Ed X Lover. I never can say that. It's Doodlebug. But yeah, yeah, we've definitely done some things. So that's buggered. This entire thing is buggered. I probably ranted for like 5 minutes looking at this thing and going, "Yep, that's kind of buggered." But yeah, I mean, just according to this, they don't stream. They haven't streamed a whole lot of Final Fantasy 14. Of course, according to mine, I hadn't either, and I know I have quite a bit. I've got a playlist on YouTube, I think, of the several Final Fantasy streams I did. So I'm not sure where it actually tracks this from, but World of Warcraft, according to it, for the most part, is their mainstay. But you can take that with what you can with that. I mean, just looking at their profile, they doing a lot of Mass Effect recently, and by recently I mean within the last month or so. Maybe they're streaming somewhere else now. I don't know. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe they're streaming elsewhere and they're not really doing a whole lot of Twitch stuff. But apparently they're a Twitch affiliate, so I'm not sure what the criteria is for Twitch affiliate, but I'd say the bar is low. Anyway, the whole point to this entire foray is this somebody to even look at and go, oh, you know a lot about Final Fantasy, we should pay attention to what you have to say? And my conclusion on that is no. This person has no idea what they're talking about. They're just interjecting themselves into the thing. Maybe they do and they just don't stream it. It could be that sort of thing. And, like me, they've been told things about Asmongold and they just believe them wholeheartedly without actually knowing anything about the guy and actually watching his streams or whatnot. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I've got to figure out what to title this video. See ya! Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, smash that like button, and always subscribe for more. And of course there are other videos floating around somewhere on the screen, so click one of those and see if you can find something that suits your fancy. Till then, I'll see you later. Bye.